In the previous videos, we mentioned we were making use of a framework to help us write the game. So what is a framework? A framework is essentially a toolbox to make our life easier. And this toolbox contains several instructions, such as displaying an image on the screen, or displaying the text, or even playing a sound, or how to work with gravity in the game. All of this would be really complex to write from scratch. So framework provides that out of the box for us to use. And to build a game, we're using a framework called Phaser. And that's the website for it, phaser.io. Phaser is a very popular game framework that helps you build games for desktop and mobile phones as well. So let's see how we can use the toolbox to display images for the game scene. And there are two steps for it. The first step, you need to make the image ready for use. And the second step, you actually need to put that image on the game scene. So let's see how to do that. You can see here on the left hand side, we've got a folder called Assets. This folder contains several images that we can use for the game. So if you like to use your own images, for example, for your character in the game or for different pipes, you just need to add them in the Assets folder. So step one is to actually load the image, make it ready for use. And the instruction for this is called game.load.image, and it takes two arguments. The first argument is a label, so we can refer back to the image later on. So I'm going to call it player. The second argument is actually where the image is stored. In this case, it's in the assets folder. And let's say we'd like to use James Bond. So jamesbond.gif. And the name of the file matches the name of the file within the asset folder. So that's step one. Step two is actually to place the image on the screen when it's ready. And the instruction for this is called game.add.sprite. Sprite is a terminology for saying an image that may have properties such as location, and you'll see later on we can also add velocity to it when it's going to be moving, or even gravity when it's going to be going down. So this instruction takes three arguments. The first two arguments are numbers to specify the location of the image. So let's say we'd like to place it somewhere left. So we'll say 6060. And the third argument is actually the label of the image. In this case, we call it player. It's important that the label matches the one you've defined inside the preload function block. Otherwise, it will not work. So once we've done this, let's run the program. And as you can see, we've placed a James Bond picture on the screen. So if you play a little bit with the parameters, let's say here I'm going to say 360 and here 160, and you reload again, you can see that actually the player is placed at a different position. Fantastic. So what I want you to do now is to actually have a play a little bit with this instruction, see if you're able to place the image in the top right corner, and maybe actually place several images, maybe one in the top left corner and another one at the top right corner. And once you've done this, you should be able to create a customized game scene. For example, this is what I came up with. So have a go, come up with your creative game scene, so place images, text on the screen, and have a play with the color. And once you've done that, take a screenshot of your game scene along with the code for it, and send us an email with the result. And you'll then gain a coding badge to actually showcase that you've been able to achieve the first module.